Welcome my fellow gamers to another guide for Before We Leave, a fantastic indie non-violent city builder and management game. This one will cover the shipping lanes and trade between islands on a single planet, while one of my next videos will be about trade between different planets. My name is Peter and let's get started. To even begin to trade between islands, you first have to research shipping using the red technology. This means you have to construct an explorer's hut and a library on your second island, collect red research and wait until you accumulate 20 of it in your new library. Start the research on shipping and wait until it's finished. Or you might get lucky like I was here and explore the ancient ruins on the island and unlock shipping. Now you can construct both the shipwright and a port. Workers at the former build ships, while the workers at the latter load and unload ships with goods. At the shipwrights, build a new trade ship which will cost you 10 wood and 10 tools. Do keep in mind that a trade ship requires a crew of 2 peeps, so don't go crazy with trade ships until you have a school and can gain more population. You could easily reduce your island's productivity by using up too many peeps on your ships and not have enough peeps for all the workplaces. There are many finer points about Before We Leave, just like this one, which you will need to be aware of, and this is why I have already made 2 videos with lots of tips and tricks. Link up here and in the description, where you will also find my other guides and tutorials. Now that you have an operational trade ship and a port on both islands, you need to manage your shipping lines. Use the default T key or click on the Manage Shipping option at a port. Add a new shipping line, choose the ports which you want to connect with that new shipping line by using the drop-down menu. Click on the plus icon and choose the goods you want to load at that island's port. The unloading is done automatically on the other side of that shipping lane. On the left side of the window, you should write in the amount of units that you want to keep in reserve on this island, while on the right side you will write in the amount of units which you want the destination island to have at a minimum. Once you're done with goods, you need to add a ship to service that shipping line. They have idle written next to their name if they are not used for another shipping line. Mark the ship and click on the check mark. At the start of the game, it is easy to navigate the shipping lines menu option, but later you will have multiple ports per island, so it's a good idea to use custom names since you can rename practically everything in this game. Shipping works point to point in Before We Leave, so expect to manage a lot of shipping lanes, but at least they won't be complicated. Each ship has a limited capacity and it has to be loaded or unloaded at each port by peeps. This is why you always have to have enough workers so that goods arrive at the port and are loaded onto the ship. If you add many goods and high quantities to a shipping lane, then you have to also add multiple ships to it. The starting trade ships can only transport 30 goods. At one point you will start to hit the port's workers' maximum workload. Port level 1 only has 2 peeps working in it and they won't be able to move large amount of goods between the port and the island's warehouses. You can do 2 things about this. You can upgrade the port to the second level if you have the required tech research, or you can construct additional ports. An upgraded port will have double the storage capacity and double the workforce. But if you choose to construct a second port instead, keep in mind to choose a hex, which won't mean long trade routes between the 2 islands. Also, try to place it near the warehouses for short delivery times. Or just add new warehouses closer to it with the selected resources which you want the port to import or export. Once you colonize a third island on the same planet, things jump up to another level of complexity. You can choose to move goods to a central island and then to the newest one, or you can set up independent trade lanes between the second and the third island. Your choice should take into account shipping lane length, amount of goods to move and the available ships. Just keep in mind that goods have to be actually transported by hand from producers to warehouses and then to the ports to be exported. This all takes time and workforce. It is similar with import, especially if you transport raw goods to another island for processing. I hope this video was of help to you in learning to play Before We Leave and that you will come back for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching and happy gaming!